fighter, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Glasgow Thaiboxing, presenting David McRoberts. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Langka Muay Thai, presenting
Penultimate fight of the evening. This is your co-main event scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of professional Muay Thai action. David McRoberts representing Glasgow Thaiboxing out of the blue corner, taking on Langka Muay Thai's Liam McDonnell out of the red corner. We've seen Liam compete before, and always a game opponent becomes technically better every time we see him out.
And I'm only back a few weeks. We were in just a little bit southwest of Glasgow. Very high-level style in Glasgow, so expecting a lot out of this Glaswegian fighter.
A big knee right from the get-go from McRoberts.
I like this already.
Showing that he is not here to play anyone's patsy. He's coming here for the win.
Again, not going 100%, but using a lot of energy in round one, getting tangled straight away in the clinch. Both fighters happy enough. Nice tee by McRoberts. McRoberts trying to walk down McDonnell.
Using that jab very, very well. Just keeping that in the mid-range.
Yeah.
Keeping it in the face of his opponent.
Now, McRoberts looks a little bit more comfortable, but again, still very early days.
And you can see even that laser focus on McRoberts. He's constantly keeping his eyes fixed on the center console of his opponent.
Absolutely, and he's also relaxed at the same time.
Yeah. Showing all the hallmarks of a very, very dangerous fighter.
And it's always a little bit more difficult coming away as the away fighter. You feel you have to push yourself a little bit more.
And then obviously the weight of expectation lies heavy upon McDonnell coming in here. Big crowd ovation, big pop when he came out.
Very nice knees by McRoberts. I like his clinch. Simple, doesn't use too much energy. Now I feel McDonnell needs to throw at least one shot across the bow just to get a little bit of respect on the shot to the leg, the body, just something to keep. Let McRoberts know he can't just walk forward all the time.
Well, that's the second time tonight we've seen a fighter use that jab hook with the lead hand.
Yeah.
One punch or one arm combination, follow that up with a rear straight.
And you can see at this level, getting legs caught, nice knee to the thigh by McDonnell. Very nice sweep.
He did well not to throw a knee there. Like instinct would have just told you to pop a knee there.
I flexed a little bit when I seen that.
Muscle memory kicking in.
Yeah. And again, I'm not a big fan of, as you said, too much instruction, too much overload in the corner. But again, let's see the response after that first round.
A little bit of toe tapping going on now from McDonnell.
Again, that body jab is great. If it's a setup for something else, maybe go low with the jab, right hand over the top maybe.
That's a big rear shot from David. McDonnell led it well though.
I like that little change. That's the second time McRoberts has done that. He went into southpaw and hit a lead right hook, right kick. Unorthodox but very effective.
Yeah, it's seamless the way he's just changing the hips, transitioning.
Yeah. Again, nice sharp shin by McDonnell, but you kind of feel he's being more reactive within this.
When he should be proactive.
Or push the pace a little bit, or if he doesn't want to engage, get on the feet and force McRoberts to walk after him and try to catch him as he walks.
Good head positioning from McDonnell.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oh.
So that little side slap elbow, we haven't seen that at all tonight. It can be a funny one.
Get that right on the point of the ear. That's going to mess with equilibrium.
Yeah, it's the funny bone of the inside of the elbow, but you drag it across the face in a snapping motion. But fantastically used by McRoberts there. That's exactly where you use it. Create space, but he created space in the opposite hand and came in the blind side the opposite way, which I liked.
You can tell just from the presentation from McRoberts, this is not his first rodeo at all.
No.
Good work to the body. Even the way he ties up the opponent's arm, he's almost cradling that tricep position.
Yeah, and there's no wasted energy. He knows where he wants to go, and he seems to get there every time.
And even on the outside here, he's clamping down with his overhook.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen fighters if they have an overhook. Oh, nice elbow. We've seen fighters if they have that overhook, they're letting their arm flail, so to speak. He's clamping down on that to control his opponent.
Yeah. And it also seems like he's conserving energy. It still doesn't seem like he's come out of gear 2. Very nice sweep. Now he needs to do a little bit more of that. That's not enough to win a round, but it's definitely a good start. Nice kick by McDonnell.
There's a little bit better for McDonnell. The frequency of the kicks is starting to amp up a little bit.
Again, fantastic stabbing knee by McRoberts.
It was also a nice, almost like little 1-inch punch. He had that hand in and around that area and then just popped in the short distance.
Nice, very nice knee by McRoberts.
Oh, swam in beautifully there for the clinch. He's even so proactive when he's on the outside with that overhook.
Very Thai, I would call this a very traditional Thai style. Standing, very good transitions, very technical by McRoberts. And that's what you need. This is great fatigue and energy management in the corner. He's gotten his instructions. And he seems to have so far performed as McRoberts has come out. He seems to have done what he's needed to do to control the match and the tempo.
A great economy of energy.
Yeah. And with the confidence known, he obviously feels he can ramp this up in the last 2 rounds.
Doubled up on the low leg kick. Very, very nice.
Again, the benefit of keeping that high hands by McRoberts is to tangle up almost like an octopus as McDonnell tries to throw in angler shots, but also risky as well. Also seen a sneaky, was he going to try sweep? McRoberts was going to try sweep McDonnell. Bit of a cheeky move to do, which means he's very confident.
That posture of McRoberts in the clinch is fantastic.
Yeah, and even though McDonnell is leaning in a very C-shaped, a good strong position, McRoberts knew to stick his hips forward to neutralise that. So all right straight away, like a high fight IQ.
See that hand position, everything that McDonnell's throwing at McRoberts, none of it's landing cleanly. Because he's able just to evade or change the trajectory by pawing it off or tipping it off.
And as you said, when you used to fight, you could go from hands low. McRoberts can go from hands low, but the Serbs in Thai boxing have hands up like that, tangle, but then also step in with a cut elbow, or grab on for the clinch. And he's obviously done that. He's done this a lot of times before.
And it's bound to be frustrating because everything that McDonnell's trying to do right now is essentially being shut down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
just as I say that, he lands a fantastic shot over the top.
And that's the weakness in McRoberts' guard. But the problem is, McDonnell needs to do a few more of them. He needs to dictate.
And he's going to have to set them up with a little bit of misdirection.
Yeah. You kind of get a sense of a rhythmic movement out of McDonnell. He doesn't seem to have the rhythm. The toe tap is also there psychologically for you to keep rhythm in a fight. So you're relaxed. Nice liver shot by McRoberts. You kind of get the sense that McDonnell isn't being able to show his best Muay Thai.
And that's due to, and I mean this in the politest, most complimentary way possible, the craftiness of McRoberts.
Yeah.
That's a solid leg kick.
Again, only comes with someone that's had a lot of fights. McRoberts can have his hands at his chest, bring them up, there you go, as a high guard, frame it, long guard, within milliseconds. It also it serves another purpose. It gives the illusion that you're open, and McRoberts is making him come in. He doesn't want to chase him.
A very frustrating style to fight against, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And when that frustration does begin to creep in, that's where mistakes happen, which present opportunities for McRoberts.
Yeah, and you see McRoberts there patiently. He was going to throw a right-hand elbow, but pulled it because he realized he wasn't in the right range. That showed great shot selection in that range. Again, I would say a frustrating round for McDonnell.
More of the same, please.
Absolutely.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Again, if it would just go back to the foundations, McRoberts is walking down, toe tapping. McDonnell seems a little bit uneasy moving. Yeah.
I think it's almost like a half a feint that McRoberts is throwing every time, which then creates that little bit of block where McDonnell's thinking to himself, do I go, do I wait, do I go?
Yeah. Nice leg kick, that's better by McDonnell. The elbow possibly over the top by McRoberts available. He's going to misdirect downstairs and cut. Very nice sweep. Very nice sweep by McDonnell. That's a few times McDonnell's done that. Very good on the inside, very good at reading transfer of body weight. Again, you'd have to do a lot more than that to win the round. Oh, very nice right hand. He needs to do more of that, building on that. I'd be a bit concerned about that low jab by McDonnell. He's open for a left hook.
He's trying to get through with those straight shots. You can see him almost trying to parry away that hands to open up that form to stick a hand through.
Lots of.
That's better. Nice elbow from McDonnell.
There we go. Going to the body. Now, there was lots of instruction to go to the body with them punches, but I don't know if the corner feel McRoberts is going to fade.
Trying to find that space to get that hook over the top.
The snap isn't there to get the knockout. Possibly the elbow if he can get in close enough.
And again, I think it's that body positioning and that stance of McRoberts makes it very hard to land anything clean.
Yeah, very nice score there by McRoberts. A step in, or what we call Muay, fake right, hit left. Nice teep control. That Muay, or what we call pony walk, so that Muay is feigning walking in right knee, almost like a horse cantering, and then you let a knee go. Again, a little bit lackluster out, a hack from McRoberts going to the inside of the leg.
Round number 4 in the books on my very unofficial scorecard.
But he must know that he's down on points now and he needs something drastic to win. Now McRoberts probably knows it's going to start fast, and then he'll probably, which has happened already, he's taken over the second half of every round.
A little bit more aggressive right from the get-go is McDonnell. That's what he needs to do. I don't think he's going to want to spend too much time in the clinch.
No, and as you said, McRoberts is very good at getting his hand into a very timely frame position to score with the knee.
Nice straight right down the pipe from McDonnell. That's a clean uppercut.
Again, and funny enough, McRoberts doesn't move his head really off central line either. He moves back, but his chin is actually quite high. But doesn't seem to get caught. Great following knee, 2 unanswered knees in the clinch. Again, McRoberts must be confident now. He's walking McDonnell down with unanswered shots. He needs to sit down, McRoberts sit down, put his weight down on McDonnell.
Just on the knees in the clinch, but again working to the body, but the frequency needs to be more for McDonnell.
Especially in A class, it's the epitome of the rule set and scoring criteria. It's dominance, it's scoring, displacing your opponent's body with scoreable techniques, knees, kicks, punches, elbows, and we've seen that.
Just past the midway point of the 5th and final round of our co-main event here tonight.
McDonnell may get a second win knowing that there's only 90 seconds or under 90 seconds left.
And even now at this stage of the fight, you're seeing McRoberts lead the dance. He's the one taking center.
Yeah, nice elbow.
His work in the clinch is fantastic.
Yeah, he knows how to pause it, how to neutralize, when to press.
Decent liver shot there from McDonnell.
Now McRobertson seems like he's fueled by walking forward a little bit more enthusiasm to walk forward.
Approaching the final 30 seconds.
Looking for a downward elbow.
Can McDonnell pull a rabbit out of a hat?
He's like the T1000.
It just keeps coming forward and forward. Touching a Michael Myers about him.
Yeah.
He's not sprinting by any stretch of the imagination, but he is right there in front of you for the duration of a fight. McDonnell firing back to finish. There it is. What a fight.
Gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored the bout in favor